Do you want to know why some men get women to chase them while others are only remembered as the nice guy who didn't work out? I'm going to be straight with you. Women have vulnerabilities. And no, I'm not talking about superficial things like expensive shoes or good morning texts. I'm talking about those emotional, psychological, and archetypal fissures that make them susceptible to a man who truly knows what he's doing. Most men walk through life with no idea how a woman's inner world operates. They believe that being a good person, honest, or attentive is enough to win. But that's like playing chess without knowing how the pieces move. If you don't understand a woman's natural, social, and emotional vulnerabilities, you'll be manipulated, tested, and put in the friend zone without even understanding what happened. And here's the hardest part. A woman will never reveal her vulnerabilities, but she will use yours against you. This means that if you lack control, direction, and clarity about how the feminine psyche functions, you will always be at a disadvantage. They are not the enemy, but they are also not as innocent as you've been led to believe. This video is not for the faint of heart, not for men who believe in fairy tales, or for those who think love conquers all. This video is for men who are willing to understand the feminine reality from a position of power, clarity, and strategy. And before anyone gets offended, this isn't misogyny, it's psychology. Understanding her vulnerabilities isn't about taking advantage of her, but about not letting her take advantage of you. And most importantly, it's about relating from a place of consciousness, not confusion. Because here's the truth. Women do not respect a man who doesn't understand them. And you cannot lead, seduce, or maintain a relationship with a woman if you don't know the parts of her that she herself tries to hide. Today we are going to expose those parts. I'm going to show you the 10 most powerful and common vulnerabilities in modern women, so you can learn to identify them, use them with wisdom, and above all, so you're never again the man who gave everything and received nothing. Get ready, because after this video, you will never see women the same way again. 1. The Animus projection, her favorite drug. Most men still don't understand this. For many women, the projection of their inner animus onto a man is more addictive than love itself. This is not a joke, it's not an exaggeration, it's basic Jungian psychology. The animus is the unconscious masculine force within a woman, and its projection onto the external world is a powerful, often uncontrollable drive. Women are subconsciously drawn to men who embody the qualities of their undeveloped animus. This isn't just about seeking a partner. It's a deep-seated need to confront and integrate their own masculine energy. The danger lies in the man's unawareness. He thinks her attention is about him, but it's often a symptom of her inner work. She isn't just attracted to you. She is attracted to the reflection of her own internal masculine. If you are always available, always a mirror for her projection, you lose your own distinctiveness and value. You become predictable, and your energy, your essence, is consumed without a return on investment. The second reason is the lack of inner authority, a need for constant validation. One of the most ignored feminine vulnerabilities by men is this. A woman needs to feel desired constantly. Not because she wants you, but because her self-worth is often tied to external validation. The masculine desire projected onto her confirms her value, her attractiveness, her existence. And if she doesn't receive it, she seeks it out, even in places where she has no real emotional interest. Have you noticed how some women in relationships still flirt with other men? Or how a woman who rejected you still posts provocative photos just after you started pulling away? That's not a coincidence. It's a search for validation, a desperate need to feel seen and desired. The problem is that most men fall into this trap. She doesn't want to be with you, but she wants you to keep wanting to be with her. 3. The unconscious pursuit of the shadow. Obsessed with the emotionally unavailable man. Although it sounds contradictory, what most attracts many women is not the man who makes them feel secure, but the one who brings them a healthy dose of uncertainty. The emotionally unavailable man doesn't make it easy. He doesn't give his whole world away in the first message. And that, far from pushing her away, drives her crazy. Why? Because it awakens something very powerful in her, the challenge. He doesn't need constant approval. He isn't waiting for love. And precisely because of that, she wants to be the one to get him to open up. She sees him as a mystery to solve, an emotional trophy to win, because deep down, many women have this internal belief. If I can get this difficult man to fall for me, it validates my value as a woman. The less of your emotional world you reveal, the more she starts to imagine. And what she imagines is often far more powerful than any truth you could tell her. 4. The quest for intensity, a craving for drama. Though many men don't want to accept it, there's something they must understand once and for all. Many women are drawn to drama. They provoke it, feed it, and even need it to feel that the relationship is alive. Drama is pure emotion, intensity, and chaos disguised as passion. When everything is too calm, without conflict, many women feel that something is missing, that there's no spark. So, without realizing it, they create drama to feel something again. But this is where many men fail. Instead of seeing the game, they take it personally. They react, they get upset, they try to justify themselves, and they fall into the emotional trap. A man who understands this learns to be the calm in her storm. He sets boundaries and shows her through his attitude that he will not be dragged onto her emotional roller coaster. 5. The unconscious need for social proof, consumed by feminine competition. One of the most invisible feminine vulnerabilities for men is this. Women don't compete for men. They compete for validation in the eyes of other women. And when this competition is activated, her desire for you often comes not from who you are, but from what you represent socially. A woman may not be interested in you until she sees that another woman is. This is not a coincidence. It's a deep emotional dynamic. Many women constantly compare themselves to each other, and if another woman gets the attention of a valuable man, it triggers a sense of competition. The error of many men is believing that being exclusive from the beginning makes them more attractive. But if a woman knows that no one else wants you, there's no competition. Your perceived value increases when you are a man that other women admire, respect, or desire. You don't have to say anything. Just live your life, exude confidence, and let her see that you are not a man in need, but a man of value. 6. The inability to accept rejection, even when she initiates it. This will sound harsh, but it's a truth few men recognize. Many women can reject, but they cannot tolerate being rejected, even if they initiated the distancing. A woman can ignore you, leave you unread, make you feel insufficient. But if you take a step back and show genuine indifference, something changes. Her apparent indifference turns into discomfort, confusion, or even the desire to win you back. Why? Because for many women, rejection is not something they expect to receive. When you show you have the power of choice and choose not to pursue her, you deliver a blow to her ego. This effect is amplified if she was the one who rejected you first. In her mind, you were supposed to remain available, to wait patiently. But when you walk away without drama, without begging, you flip the script. She will reappear with a casual message, but behind it is not love, it's a wounded ego. She wants to check if she still has power over you. 7. The attraction to the whole man. Drawn to the man who doesn't need her. Here is an uncomfortable but powerful truth. A woman is more attracted to the man who doesn't need her, not the one who chases her, not the one who idolizes her, but the one who can live fully with or without her. Why? Because this man represents emotional freedom, self-sufficiency, and internal security. He is not trying to fill a void with affection. He is complete. And although they may not say it openly, women deeply admire this. The common mistake is to believe that being extremely attentive and available makes you more attractive. But when you do it out of need, out of fear of losing her, out of the idea that she is all you have, what you project is not love, it's dependence. And that kills feminine desire, because desire is born from who you are without her, not from what you give her. When she sees that you don't fall apart if she doesn't respond, that your world doesn't stop for her, something shifts. She begins to wonder, why doesn't he need me like the others? And that's where true attraction is born. So number 8 is the fascination with the mystery. Uncertainty keeps her interested. The feminine mind is programmed to value what it cannot fully predict. While many men believe that absolute security is key, the reality is that controlled doses of uncertainty generate more attraction. This doesn't mean playing games with her feelings. It means not being totally predictable, maintaining mystery, and strategically dosing your attention. When a woman can't read you 100%, her mind starts thinking about you more frequently. She tries to decipher you. She invests emotional energy in understanding you. And that emotional investment is what we call genuine interest. So the number 9 is the confusion of control for emotional safety. Many women say they want safety, but they unconsciously equate control with that safety. Evidence of this: demanding that you share your location, checking your social media, questioning your interactions with other women. This isn't love, it's insecurity disguised as care. The man who gives into these demands, thinking it will make her feel safe, actually loses his position. True emotional safety is built with clear boundaries, mutual trust, and healthy independence. Number 10. The surrender to authentic masculinity. I'm not talking about male chauvinism, but about centered masculinity. A man of his word who maintains his principles, who does not negotiate his peace of mind, who protects his energy. When a woman finds this combination, unwavering self-respect, emotional self-control, a clear purpose, something in her emotional biology responds. It's not a game, it's human nature. The paradox is that the less you try to please her, the more she strives to please you. Final conclusion: these dynamics are not about manipulation, but about understanding human psychology. The man who masters these principles stops begging for scraps of attention. He attracts more balanced relationships. He keeps his personal power intact. The choice is yours, to follow the path of neediness or to learn the art of genuine attraction. True seduction begins when you stop chasing and become someone worthy of being chased. Now I'm talking directly to you. I want to know your story. I want you to tell me in the comments below which of these vulnerabilities you've seen in action. What happened to you? What was your mistake? What was your victory? You are not alone. All men go through this. I read every comment, I respond, and if I can help you, believe me, I will. This space is for opening our eyes, for stopping living in weak mode, for building together what no one taught us. To be true men in an era that wants us to be submissive. Don't forget to subscribe if this made you think. Hit like if any part made you uncomfortable. That's the truth you needed most. And remember, it's not about hating them. It's about understanding how they work so you can stop losing yourself to please them. See you in the next one.